Hey, House of Cards. So today we are going to be doing a pick a card reading. I want you to meditate on any question that you would like to ask the tarot. You're going to have 5 options to choose from. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add those to the screen for you to take a look. There we are. You can go ahead and pick a card that is resonating with you. The first card here we have is like a light pale sage color. Then we have a pale blue card for number 2 here. Number 3, we have this really pretty mauve color. Number 4 is like a dark navy, dark sage color. And then we have this grayish blue card for number 5. This reading is for all zodiac signs. I'm going to give you a moment to just meditate on the cards here, and you can pick the timestamp for the card that resonates most with you. And remember, you can reach me at my email down below for a personal reading. I also do collective readings on my channel every morning. So now that you've picked the card that resonates most with you, let's get into your reading. Let's see here. You can click the timestamp down below. If it doesn't resonate with you right away, feel free to pick another group. So let's get started with group number 1. All right, group number 1, welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and take a look at your yes or no question. We are going to pull your yes or no card, and then we will check in with the tarot and see why or why not. And then we will get you some oracles for further guidance. So we have here, yes, use what serves your highest good. Discard the rest. All right, so it looks like Spirit is saying yes. The answer to your question is yes. But I'm also getting the energy here that you need to use some discernment. While the answer is yes, there's also a message here that it's a partial yes, like yes, but there may be things that you need to leave behind. You may need to take the good and leave the bad, okay? However that resonates for you and your situation. Okay, let's look into this. Why is this a yes? One more shuffle for group number 1. Why is this a yes for group number 1? Why is this a yes for group number 1? Group number 1, I'm seeing that this is a yes because A, it brings a lot of love and light to your life. It's something that you really have a lot of joy in doing or having in your life. I feel like this is something that you've struggled with manifesting for a long time. Okay, however this resonates to you, whether it's love or career or something else in your life, I feel like this situation will bring you a lot of joy and a lot of positivity. And I feel like that's what you've been manifesting. I feel like the reason you may have asked this question is because you felt a little bit stuck on where this could be going or which way you should take this particular situation in the future. And I feel like Spirit is saying yes, but there's also a message here of needing to take action, needing to take control of the situation, needing to use all of the tools at your disposal in order to make this happen or to make it go in the positive way that it could go. Okay? There's a need for you to have confidence while pursuing this thing as well. I'm also getting a message here of self-love. Needing to have self-love. So that even if this were to fail at some point in the future, you're going towards whatever this is with so much self-love that you're going to have the confidence to try again, even if this fails. Not to say that it will fail, but just to say that no matter what, you are carrying a level of confidence and belief in yourself that no matter the outcome of the situation, you're always going to be okay. For some of you also, this situation could have not been in the best place at one point in time. And so I see here that through your own actions, you may be able to turn this, what was once a negative situation, into a positive situation. Through your own actions, though, is what I'm getting here. Let's get you an angel card. We have for you group 1, 1616. You may begin to start to see angel numbers 1616, or you may start to see an abundance of 1s or 6s. This card says readjustments. Okay. That makes sense because I'm getting the energy here that this may have, whatever you're asking about is possibly something that you have already tried to do, okay, or tried to partake in or tried to accomplish. And I feel like it stressed you out in the past. I feel like Spirit, there's a message here of taking the reins, using your gift of manifestation in order to pull the outcome that you want out of this situation out. Your self-control is strong enough to set things right. A new romantic or platonic friendship is on the horizon, along with the opportunity to reconnect and start anew with someone from your past. Trust that everything will fall into place as you embrace these positive changes. Overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance, affection, support, comfort, renewal, and reconnection. So again, for some of you, this could be a past relationship that you're asking about. And I feel like Spirit is saying, yes, it's possible that this would be wise to go towards, or there's a possibility that you two will reconnect in the future if it's about love for you. But I feel like there's a need, if this, whatever this has to do with, right? And I hope this is making sense for you, but whatever this is about, there's a need for you to be really, really, really intentional. I'm losing my voice. There's a need for you to be really, really intentional and take the reins on this situation when it comes to setting intention and manifesting. So what I mean by that is visualizing the positive outcome you would like to have, as opposed to stressing out about the situation not being what you want it to be today. I hope that makes sense for you, Group 1. Let's get you some more guidance. Explore feelings. Delve into insecurities and unresolved emotions. Authentic, closure, peace. Yeah, you guys may, if this is a relationship, there may be aspects of this relationship in the past that you two need to explore, come to some resolutions about, come to a place of peace and forgiveness about. I'm getting the message here not to sweep things under the rug, but also you don't need to carry baggage with you in the future. So things need to be addressed. We had here in your yes or no oracle, use what serves your highest good, discard the rest. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is giving us the message here to let those things bubble up, work through them so that you can then clear them out. You can take only the things that you need to take as far as your emotions with you in the future. If you don't address those negative emotions, you're going to carry them with you and they're going to materialize in the relationship again. Even if this has to do with career, if you have insecurities and fears surrounding, you know, your relationship with family or relationship with your coworkers and peers, there's things that you need to address about your past so that you can really start to take out that baggage. I'm picturing in my head like taking out the trash, you know. You need to go through and clean the house, put everything in a trash bag and take the trash out. Okay? A clean slate. Embrace the void. Your true potential is waiting to be discovered. Embrace the void. Emptiness. Creative power. Again, I'm getting that same energy with emptiness and creative power. Emptiness, there's a need to kind of clear things out. Clear things out. Only take the positive with you. Only take your intentions with you. You know, start to get really clear about what you want. You could be an Aries because I feel like the Aries birthday bonus that I posted for 2025 had a little bit of a similar energy, but you don't have to be an Aries. But if you are, I would recommend that you check that video out. But here we're getting the energy of needing to clear things out and embrace that clean slate and use your creative power to manifest the future that you want. Because you have the opportunity here to start with a clean slate, which means you can manifest whatever you'd like in the future. I see here in the past, this could be a situation that you let go of in order to feel like the situation was fair. Maybe you think whatever the outcome was with the situation in the past deserved for you to disconnect from it. And I feel like that could have been true, even if it was just to clear your head. This could have been a situation that was severely stressing you out. And so you needed to disconnect from the situation in order to be fair to yourself. But I see here what you're asking about requires a reconnection and collaboration with other people. I feel like you're ready for that. You're ready for that. But first you need to leave some things behind. You have to let the past be the past. You have to let the past be the past. Whatever hurt you about this situation, it's almost giving bygones be bygones. But again, I want to reiterate, this does not mean sweeping things under the rug and not talking about them. You have to first explore your feelings, embrace your feelings, accept your feelings, so that you can then clear them out and start on this new path with this new, fresh, clean slate. And I see success for this situation. With the Six of Wands, this situation could very well be very successful and very happy. But it's just first, we kind of got to clean the baggage up. We got to address resentment. We got to forgive people that need to be forgiven. Okay. And we also have apologize for any wrongdoing and walk away politely. Okay. Now, again, I am getting from this reading that this situation is one where Spirit is giving you a resounding yes. But I feel like there are aspects of the situation that need to be abandoned, whether that's fears, insecurities, stresses, resentment from the past. There's things that need to be let go of. Apologize for any wrongdoing and walk away politely. I'm getting with this card that it doesn't mean that you need to walk away from the situation, but when you forgive someone and when you apologize and when you clear out the past and any of those negative emotions, you have to be okay with letting it die, letting it be left behind. So what I mean by that is, if someone offers you an apology and you accept it, that means moving forward, you're choosing to forgive that person. So when it wouldn't be in your best interest to hold whatever this person is apologizing to you for over their head moving forward in the future. You have to be willing to accept the apology, give apologies, and then walk away from those issues so that you guys can move forward towards this Sun card and this Six of Wands, success, happiness, all of the things that you're hoping for with this situation. Okay? That's what I have for you, group 1. Pick another number if you're being called to any of the other cards, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Group 2. Let's take a look at what the cards have for you. All right. So you picked the light pale blue yes or no card. Okay, so I want you to think about the question that you were asking the tarot. We have a resounding yes from the universe. Spirit is saying yes to whatever question you're asking. We're going to take a look into why it is a yes, and then we will also get you some guidance oracles. So why is it a yes to group number 2's question? Group 2, you can check out my channel for other readings, and you can reach me for a personal reading at the email in my description box. Why is it a yes, Spirit? Why is it a yes? Why is it a yes? Group number 2, whatever you're asking about, I feel like it is worth your time and effort. It is going to get you to the level that you would like to be at as an individual. Okay, even if this is about a relationship, you are going to be very satisfied and very happy with the position that you're in because of this relationship. Okay, I see if this is in regards to finances and career, this looks phenomenal for you. Okay. Now, let me see, why is the Judgment card in reverse? I feel like in the past, there were some aspects of the situation that you were not understanding. I feel like if this situation was very challenging for you, I'm getting the energy here that this is not like whatever you're asking about is not an idea that you haven't visited in the past, whether it's a relationship that you've already been in or a career choice that you've already had. Whatever the situation is, I feel like there's been some unbalanced energy, some heartbreak, some disappointment in the past in regards to this situation. And I feel like there was difficulty on your side of understanding why. Why is this happening? Why is this not working? Why is this all over the place? I feel like there was some energy here of a lesson needing to be learned. I feel like in the past, you had to accept some disappointment in regards to the situation, but you weren't understanding why. And I'm getting the energy here that this situation was to make you stronger. It was to elevate you. Okay, so group number 2, if you're asking me about a situation that hasn't been like long standing, or if it's a new situation or something, you may want to pick another number, because I feel like for my group number 2, this is a situation where you're either revisiting something, you're asking if you should revisit it, you're asking it, is it going to be worth it? You're asking, should I keep going? Should I give it a second try? Is it worth the effort that I'm putting in? And Spirit is saying yes. The difficulties were meant to make you stronger. They were meant to elevate you. Because I definitely get the energy here that there was some disappointments, some imbalance, some disorganization. Okay, let's get you an angel number. You have angel numbers 1111. Interesting. But you have the angel numbers 1122. Okay, so you may begin to start to see ones and twos and in an abundance. Okay, you might start to notice on the clock when it's 11:22 and things like that. Okay, we have great shift. I'm getting the energy here that whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been hoping would finally have a breakthrough moment, I feel like Spirit is saying, yes, it will. Yes, it will. The great shift is coming. First, acknowledge the positive changes unfolding as a result of your hard work. Then, open your mind to new possibilities and allow yourself to explore new avenues. Many positive shifts are on the horizon. The world around you is aligning with your intentions, supporting your growth and dreams. Okay, the great shift is coming. This has been difficult. There has been disappointments along the way, but the moment you've been hoping for, where everything shifts, where everything changes, you finally have that breakthrough. Things finally begin to grow in an abundance. In whatever aspect of your life you're asking about, that moment is coming. The difficulties were necessary in order to encourage growth within you. Light the darkness. Darkness cannot dispel darkness. Only light can. Love, clarity, awareness. Yeah, I feel like the situation was meant to help you to find positivity in darkness, to encourage you to pick yourself back up, even when things are failing, even when you're heartbroken. Okay, I'm getting that Taylor Swift song in my head, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. Okay, so maybe go listen to that song. Even if you're not into Taylor Swift music, maybe there's an aspect of you that will resonate with that song, because that's what I'm hearing in my head. Like learning to be resilient, learning to continue to pursue your goals, to continue to keep marching forward because you see the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, which is what I feel like you've been doing here in the past. Whatever this is in regards to, if it's a relationship, career, family situation, I feel like things got really dark at a point. And so you had to keep your eye focused on that very, very small bit of light at the end of the tunnel in order to keep yourself focused. And I feel like it's going to be paying off for you. Let's get you one more oracle here. So your second oracle here from the yes or no deck says, embrace this much deserved time of happiness. Now, this is reiterating that it's a resounding yes from the universe, okay? And what they're saying is this is going to bring a lot of happiness to your life, and you deserve it because you put the work in. You did the difficult things. You had the dark nights where you had to stay focused, keep believing in the outcome that you wanted to happen. And I feel like it's going to be coming through for you. You're having this elevation here. For some of you, this could be love with a fire sign or with any sign, but someone is finally leveling up if that's what you're looking for. This person is starting to elevate. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles after the Ace of Cups in reverse. You're going from feeling like you are in a drought to having abundance and stability. If you've been really stressed out, oh my gosh, it's like the floodgates. The floodgates are opening. You're going from like being stressed out and having so much on your shoulders, hoping that things are going to come through for you, to all of a sudden things just flowing. You having the stable outcome that you've been desiring. Swift action. Again, if this is love and you've been dealing with a fire sign or just a person who you would deem as an irrational person, even if it's not love, if you've been dealing with someone who has come off to you as really irrational and difficult to deal with, I feel like this person is elevating, they're maturing, they're showing up in a more mature energy, okay? So we're going from a lot of difficulty, okay, dealing with a difficult person or dealing with a difficult energy within yourself. Maybe you were really scattered in the past and you were hoping to get your own stuff together. I feel like that's happening for you. If this is a situation that has been really difficult and a really tough challenge to navigate, I feel like it is going to start to move a lot more smoothly. A lot more smoothly. I feel like the floodgates are going to start opening up for you. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, that's what I have for you, group number 2, and I will see you next time. Good luck. All right, group number 3. Let's take a look at what the tarot has for you. I would like you to meditate on the question that you wanted to ask the tarot, and we will get your yes or no oracle card. You picked the mauve card. This is one of my favorite colors in this deck. It's a really pretty, like, mauve-y color. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it's really, really pretty. So go ahead and meditate on the question that you wanted to ask. All right, and we have no. It was never yours to begin with. Okay, no, it was never yours to begin with. Let's let the tarot reiterate on why the universe is saying and why spirit is saying no to your question. Why is it a no? Why is it a no for group 3? We will also we will also pull you. Well, I've already pulled them and prepared them. Your oracle's here for further guidance. All right, for group number 3, why is it a no? It would be a false start. It wouldn't have the outcome that you're hoping it would have. You may end up detaching anyways and choosing a different path. The thing that you once longed for, you would move away from and choose something completely different. It's a no, and Spirit is saying it's a no because eventually you will no longer want this thing that you're desiring right now. Whatever that outcome is that you're desiring right now, at a certain point in time, you're no longer going to want it. In fact, you're going to want something that is completely different than what you have normally wanted in the past. Okay? I feel like this situation, if you were hoping for a yes, or if you were hoping for a no, hopefully this makes sense for you. If it doesn't, then you're welcome to choose another number. There might be another pile that resonates more with you. But I'm getting the energy here that whatever this situation is for you, if it were to be yes, it would cause you to feel like you can't be yourself, to feel like you have to be on guard, that you have to have boundaries in place. Okay, I'm getting almost like a restrictive energy where you have to be kind of stoic and have so much courage and deal with so many adversities if you were to pursue this situation. I hope this is making sense for you, whatever this is, because I don't know, this is an open-ended reading, so it doesn't necessarily have a topic. So you have to take it how it resonates. But whatever this thing is, it could end up feeling so burdensome that you end up not even desiring it anymore in the long term. You'd eventually want to give up and lack passion for the situation. And on top of that, you will have a change of heart, a change of mind, where instead you want something that's completely different than what you wanted in the past. Yeah, eventually you'd want something completely different. It was never yours to begin with. That's maybe why it's been so difficult, or why it would be such a difficult road. I feel like you'd be trying and trying and trying, and you'd become stuck. I'm getting a stuck energy from this Nine of Wands, because the Ten of Wands is about finally getting to the finish line. Like you're not at the finish line yet, but you're almost there. But I feel like for whatever you're asking about, you could end up being stuck at this Nine of Wands, feeling like you've put in so much work. You've taken this as far as you can take it. And I feel like also you have to put up with a lot. It requires a lot of courage and energy and effort on your end, only for you to never get to the finish line. Let's see. Let's look deeper into this. And if you were to pursue it, it could end up ending in disaster. With this Tower card, all of your effort going to waste. It's almost like you're forcing a situation, forcing an outcome. And the thing about that is, when you force something that's not necessarily for you, and you don't allow the universe to let it fall away. Okay, that's confirmation. My phone is pinging over there. When you don't allow things to fall away on their own and release things that need to be released, you end up with this Tower moment. I feel like if you were to pursue this thing or continue pursuing it, you're going to end up putting so much effort into it, burning yourself out, only to never have it completely be what you wanted it to be, and for it to end in ruin. If you don't choose to let it go or detach from it, or if you don't decide to head in a new direction, it could end up collapsing in a way that is more detrimental to you. I hope that's making sense. So, I mean, if this is whatever it is, if it's a career or a relationship, if it's a career, you could end up being let go or just continue to be stuck, not elevating. If this is a relationship, you could end up with someone who is consistently emotionally immature till the very end, where they do something that just completely shatters the relationship anyways. And it ends up a lot worse than it would have been if you would have willingly detached from the situation at the first sign of red flags. Because I feel like this situation requires more effort from you than it should. Exactly. Yeah, I feel like whatever is coming up for you in the future, if you were to embrace this no that the universe is telling you, it's like I said, I see your taste buds changing for whatever this is. Whatever subject we're talking about here, I see your taste evolving. And what I see you wanting in the future is something that doesn't require so much effort. I'm getting the energy here that you want something that flows naturally. It just comes to you. It just works. It just makes sense. It doesn't require you to put in so much grit and effort. Okay? So I feel like in the past, or maybe currently, whatever we're talking about, or if you were to continue to pursue this thing, even though spirit is giving you no, you could end up in a situation that's very unstable and very unfair for you. But I'm almost getting the energy that that is your past, or that is your current state. Whatever situation we're talking about has been very unfair and has been very unstable and would continue to be so. And with me seeing your tastes evolving, I see that in the future, you're going to want something that does not require you to put in so much effort. You want something that almost comes naturally. And you're going to be viewing this situation as something you were willing to put up with, or something you were desiring because you were in an insecure state. Because you didn't believe that you deserved more, and because you were afraid of going out on a limb and trying something new. Okay. Yeah, 10 of Wands in reverse, letting go of burdens. It shouldn't be that difficult. It shouldn't be that difficult. Let's get you an angel number. We have 8888. You may start to see an abundance of eights. You'll start to notice when it's 8 o'clock, different things like that. Numbers 8 on license plates. Okay, we have all that is good and pleasant in your life is about to multiply. Angels are sending this number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being that lie ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use your personal power for greater good. Personal power. Okay? Because I feel like currently or in the past, you felt really disempowered, not standing in your strength, not being as confident as you could be, and kind of feeling like you need to work harder instead of being in flow and letting things come to you and being in a state of receiving. This is reminding me, and maybe this is a message from spirit to you, to maybe watch affirmation videos, like the videos you can fall asleep to, the I am videos, and putting yourself in that energy of receiving, as opposed to feeling like you need to force a triangle into a circle, or a circle into a triangle, however that saying goes, feeling like you have to put in so much effort in order to get the outcome that you want. Okay. I feel like there's a need for you to kind of skew that and change that into putting yourself into a position of power by receiving what the universe has for you. Okay. Instead of trying to force what you would like to happen. Okay. Abundance, prosperity, strength, harmony, confidence, wealth, empowerment, epic romance. For some of you, this could be in regards to romance, okay? But take it how it resonates. You could have dealt or been dealing with currently a situation where you feel like it's taking so much effort out of you to deal with this lover. And I see in the future, you're going to realize that you were putting up with or putting so much into this situation because you were coming from a place of lack. And maybe also being afraid to see what else is out there or to put yourself out there and meet new people. So you've been dealing with a situation and really trying to get it to that finish line, to that ideal state, as opposed to letting it go, like I see you doing possibly in the future, and embracing a love where it comes a lot more easier, where someone's giving to you without you having to do so much. Soul mirrors. Others reflect your own relationship with yourself. So that's a message here that the reason that you're dealing with this person is they are an energetic match for who you currently are in this moment. But remember, I see in the future, your taste is going to be changing. You are going to be evolving. You're going to be in a more receiving place where you're open to receiving all of the love and abundance that's coming for you in the future, and not feeling like you need to work so hard. The situation is requiring you to work so hard because your self-belief tells you, in order to be successful, in order to have the love that I want, in order to have the life I want, I have to work myself to the bone. Where in the future, I see your mindset shifting to, I deserve these things. I don't have to work myself to the bone. I just have to receive all of the good that the universe has for me. Open heart, healing union. If this is about love for you, I see you meeting someone in the future and the relationship being very healing to your inner child. Okay, and we have our second yes or no oracle for you, just to reiterate the message for you, group number 3. I hope this is resonating for you. If it's not, check out another number that is calling to you. Maybe there's another message for you in one of the other piles. We have the time has come for you to pick a side. The time has come for you to pick a side. Do you want to continue to pull all of the weight in this situation? Or would you like to have abundance pour into your life without much effort on your end? Okay, I feel like there's a need for you to decide, do you want to continue to chase or do you want to begin to receive? That's the message I have for you, group 3. I hope this helped, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Group 4, welcome to your reading. Okay, so you have picked this sage-colored yes or no card here. I also have some oracles pulled for you as well that we will look into. But first, let's get your answer from the universe. Yes or no. So I want you to go ahead and meditate on the question that you'd like to ask. And let's see. So we have nope. Spirit is saying no. Let's look into why. We're going to pull some cards from the tarot on why. Why is it a no for my group 4? You can also feel free to check other piles. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, maybe another one does. Why is it a no for group 4? I feel like whatever you're asking about ultimately doesn't speak to your own inner fulfillment. Yeah, I see ultimately dissatisfaction with whatever this is. And I see that there's also, with this moon card here, I'm getting the energy that there's a lot that you don't know about the situation. Let's see here. Let's dig deeper. Yeah, I see this as something that you do desire. But for one, there are other things in your life that may be more fulfilling if you were to redirect your focus onto the things that you already have that you can appreciate. Okay. And I do feel like you're desiring this outcome or this person, place, or thing. But I see that there's a lot that you don't know about it. It's almost giving me like 7 of Cups energy with this moon card to the 4 of Cups. It's like you desire this thing or you just desire this outcome, but it's also shredded in a lot of mystery. There's a lot that you don't know about this person, place, or thing that you're desiring. I feel like what you don't realize is that it won't bring you that ultimate satisfaction. If anything, it could send you down a negative path. I'm almost getting like a negative spiral with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel like tell me about this, Spirit. For group number 4. 4 of Wands. I feel like what you don't see about this thing that you desire is that it's not what you desire for it to be. I hope this makes sense. It's almost like if you're desiring a particular person, what you don't realize is this person is not actually who you think they are. Or if this is a career pursuit or whatever it is, it's like whatever the situation is, you're not seeing the whole picture. And I do see what you desire here, but I feel like this thing is not what you think it is while you're daydreaming or fantasizing about it. That is not what's actually the truth of the situation. So it's almost like when people, not to say this is your situation, but like when people fantasize about like a celebrity or something like that, and then they meet them and the person does not live up to the expectations at all. Like maybe they're rude or they're mean or they're, unwelcoming or whatever, or rude. And it kind of shatters everything that the fan or whoever shatters every hope that they had that when meeting this person, it was going to be, this great experience, or that this celebrity was a great person or whatever. It shatters all of that when they realize that this person is not who they thought they were meeting. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting from this. And that's why it's a no. But I feel like you could be holding on to this desire because I feel like you think that it's going to have or lead to some sort of stability here. But I feel like it's quite the contrary. It would almost be a waste of your time and energy is what I'm getting. If this is some sort of new path or new person, I feel like whatever it is not ready. It's not done cooking. It would be a reckless thing to do at this point. Though I see it's something you're curious about and you're kind of ready to jump into. You really want this fresh start. I see a lot of passion and inspiration on your part or on the part of this person. If it's a love situation, this person could be an Aries. I see a lot of passion for this new start, but something or someone is not ready. Yeah, something's not ready. This could be a person for some of you. Okay. I feel like possibly you may be ready, but this person isn't. And I feel like this person, if you're asking me about a person, this person is not who you think that they are right now. Okay. Maybe we'll look into the future for your reading. I will pull another yes or no card and see if this has the potential to change. If the answer could change at some point during the future into a yes, or will it remain a no? We could look into that. Okay, but right now, this person is not who you think that they are. Because I see when you view this, like you're longing for this person, place, or thing. Take it how it resonates. And you're thinking it could lead to stability. And this could be a new start or a new connection for you. And so you see a lot of potential for stability and long-term stability and success. But the situation is not what you think it is. Moon card to the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Clarifying Emperor card in reverse. Seven of Swords. Temperance in reverse. The situation is not, the wool is being pulled over your eyes. You're idealizing the situation a little bit. Let's get you your angel card. 555. You're about to level up. Although it may not feel easy at first, this challenge is preparing you for greater things that align with your highest good. This is the why you've been seeking. Keep pushing forward. There's a reward waiting for you at the end of this journey. Okay. Growth, resilience, transformation, purpose, renewal, breakthrough, creative energy. Group 4, you may begin to start to see fives. You're welcome to watch the 5 reading as well. That may resonate with you with all of these 5s here. The 5s are speaking about change, okay? And growth. I feel like you may be maturing, but the energy that I'm getting here is whatever this is not growing with you. This person, place, or thing. It's not on the same level as you. I see you're becoming more stable. Group 4, you could be a earth sign. Okay, but I see you're mature and you're ready for a new, fresh start. Okay? But whatever you're connected to, whatever you're longing for, whatever you came to this reading for, is not an energetic match to you. And that's why it's a no. Let's get you your shadow oracle. Mental contest. Strength isn't from winning. Struggles define strengths. Control. Power, repressed. With this Emperor in reverse, this person, place, or thing could desire to consume you. I don't know if this person, place, or thing has an element of control, or it's giving me like a stuck energy. This person could be competitive with you, or they could become competitive with you if this is a workplace situation or a kind of job that you're desiring, or to, dominate a field. like a work environment, a career field, I feel like there's a message here that strength isn't from winning. You don't need to win a person. You don't need to win a job. You don't need to conquer a situation, especially if it's pertaining to love. You shouldn't have to conquer or win this person. Okay. Now, I said I was going to pull more cards for you. And I just remembered that when I was shuffling and getting your cards earlier, it gave me 2 more yes or no oracles. So we'll just go with these because I can already see here we have another answer. So we have, yes, you have the strength to take this on. For some of you, this could possibly evolve into a yes in the future, but I just don't know about this. It's like, do you want, depending on what this is for you, right? Do you want to have to grind so hard for something? I feel like this is something that is going to take a lot of effort from you. So if you're up for that challenge, or if you're willing to do that, then this could possibly be yes for you in the future. But then I also have here, with the second card that came out for you, it is don't expect much from them. They aren't ready. Again, I was saying that for. So it's like, are you willing to put up with unnecessary difficulties just to say that you got this thing? This person, place, or thing? Just for the sake of saying that you have it? Because it's not ready and it's not really going to nurture you back. You're going to be pouring yourself into something that's not necessarily pouring back into you. If anything, it's taking from you. If anything, it's exploiting you. Okay? But you'd be able to say that you have it. Okay? If this isn't making sense, group 4, again, you can check out 5's reading. I don't know what 5's reading is about because I haven't recorded it yet because I'm on yours. But with these 5s here, you know, or any of the other numbers that you're gravitating towards, okay? Yeah, whatever this is that you are desiring, I mean, if you want to have to put in so much grunt work just to say that you have it, then I mean, it could be yes for you. Yes, you do have the strength to take this on, but don't expect much from them. They're not ready yet. So even if this is a situation, right? It's like, I'm getting in my head, like when people try to pursue like a career or a creative pursuit, you know, like, who is that? Morgan Freeman. I think Morgan Freeman tried all different kinds of things, and he even tried acting for like 20 years before the entertainment industry was ready for him, before he popped off. You know what I mean? Before his career took off. So, I mean, those other 20 years, he was just putting in this grunt work, but the industry wasn't ready for him. I think he even took a break and pursued other things. This story is not left field. I'm getting the hiccups, but this story is not left field, but maybe that's relevant for you. So it's like you could be putting a lot of energy behind an environment or a situation that's just not ready for you. That path isn't ready to open up for you yet. So it's like, yes, you could be putting in a lot of effort for a long time before the person, place, or thing ever gives anything back to you. So if you're up for that, then it could be yes, you have the strength to take this on. But in the meantime, the situation is not ready for you yet. Okay, group 4, I hope that was helpful. Okay, feel free to check out the other numbers and the other cards if you're open to that. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, group 5. Welcome to your reading. Let's get into it for you. Okay, so you have picked this like gray, navy blue, gray-ish color here. I really love this color. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and think about the yes or no question that you have, and we will see what oracle you pulled, and then we'll use the tarot to look deeper into why it is a yes or a no, as well as pulling some, well, I've already pulled the oracles, okay? The oracle's right here for you to dive deeper into why it is a yes or a no, okay? So we have no, not yet, take time to think on it. No, not yet, take time to think on it. Okay, so let's see what this is about for group 5. You can feel free, if this doesn't resonate, you can feel free to check out some of the other numbers, if there are any other piles that are calling to you. Okay, one more shuffle for group 5. Why is it a no? Why is it a no? Why is it a no, not yet? Take more time to think on it. Why is it no? I'm almost feeling like there's a time and a place. 4 of Swords in reverse, 3 of Pentacles. There's a time and a place. And that makes sense with it saying no, not yet. That's also what I'm getting from the tarot right here. Because the 4 of Swords, when it's in the upright, it's about taking a pause, taking a break, resting, okay? Taking a break, pausing, resting, recuperation. And then in the reverse, to me, that speaks to, okay, you've taken a moment to reflect on it, or you've taken a break, you've, you know, had some time to recuperate from burnout or from whatever, you know, from being exhausted, or taking a break from drama, whatever that means for you. And now it's time to get back to work. Okay, and we have that here with the 3 of Pentacles as well. Getting back to it, getting back to work, getting back to collaborating with others. So for some of you, if this is about getting back into any type of environment that involves other people, whether it's a relationship, a workplace, anything where you'd be collaborating with other people or interacting with other people, I feel like not right now. Now is the time for you to rest, to take a break, take some time for yourself, get back balanced spiritually. We have the Ace of Wands here as well. They're going to pick up. My lights are too bright. But we have the Ace of Wands here as well. It's telling me there's a time and a place, not right now, but in a little bit, okay? With this 4 of Swords in reverse. Not right now. Right now is the time for you to be resting, or taking a break, or pursuing other things. Resistance to change. There's a time and a place. I'm getting also right now, the situation is a little rigid, or it's been difficult to get the outcome that you wanted. Okay. And you could have been, yeah, I see you feeling stuck as well with this 8 of Swords, possibly. I feel like there's a way you've been going about a situation, or a way you've been going about trying to achieve or get a particular outcome that just has not been working out thus far. And I feel like Spirit is saying you need to pause. You need to pull back from the situation, pour into yourself, some rest and relaxation, some R&R. Okay, some time to focus on yourself and not so much on this outcome that you want, so that you can come back to it with a fresh energy. Okay, because I feel like the way that you've been going about it in the past has not been giving you the kind of outcome that you want. I feel like there's a need to kind of throw that out. However you've been pursuing this thing or handling this thing or interacting with this person, place, or thing has not been giving you what you want. So now is the time to pull back and pour into yourself so that you can reapproach the situation in the future with a fresh energy. All right. So for you, for your angel numbers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, which ironically are all of the cards before the one that we're on, which is 5. So if any of those other numbers resonate with you, or if all of them do, I feel like this card is saying possibly this whole video could have a message for you in each of the different numbers, okay? With your angel numbers being 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you may start to see an influx of those numbers in your life as well. It says you are on the right track. Spiritual guides are supporting and encouraging you to give your best effort. Success is within your reach. Stay observant of your surroundings and communicate clearly. Trust that everything will fall into place as it should. Okay, and we have good luck, spirit guides, progress, justice, structure, systems, processes, discipline, rules. Okay, so I'm getting the energy here that once you're ready to get back in the game, things are going to start rolling for you. When you're able to come back with that new, fresh energy after taking a pause, things are really going to start moving for you. Let's look into that. Power and stability. Yeah, I feel like there needs to be a moment of disconnection from something so that you can become stable and balanced and kind of getting back to the truth of the matter, getting back to the root. Okay, is what I'm getting, because the 4 of Pentacles can sometimes speak to foundations. Okay, and the Justice card as well. The Justice card in an air type of way is about getting to the truth of the matter, the root of the matter. I'm getting like 2 root energy cards. Like, let's get to the root. Let's gain some clarity. Let's get really clear about what you do and you don't want. Okay. I feel like this is an opportunity too to focus on, with this Page of Cups, what sparks joy in you. What do you want from a heart space? What do you want intuitively? Okay, so I feel like there's a need to disconnect from because I keep getting disconnection first. 4 of Swords in reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse. If this is a relationship, you two may be on a pause, or you might be, on the brink of a pause, or a pause in your connection could be recommended if this is a love situation. If this is anything else, a creative pursuit or a goal creatively, financially, I feel like there's a need to kind of take a break from the hustle and bustle, from the grind. You need to disconnect a little bit so that you can get back to your center. I got the Hermit card here at the top of the deck. That's the energy that I'm getting. There's a need for you to get back to your root, get back to your center. What is true for you? What is fair to you? Soul searching. There's soul searching that you need to do independent from any other situation in your life, whether it's a relationship or a career. Okay. I feel like during this pause, it could cause you to feel inspired to head in a new direction. as well. But it's like you need to get a bird's eye view of the situation first. You need to detach and kind of distance yourself from the situation or from the thing that you're desiring in your yes or no question. There's a need to give the situation space so that you can see it, you know, from a bird's eye view and get back in tune with yourself. What do you want overall? What is the truth to you? What is your personal truth? Again, I'm getting another foundation card. Okay. I'm getting another foundation card here. Stability. I feel like this has a lot to do with your stability. And the Wheel of Fortune. There's a need for you to get stable, Group 5. I don't know what it is you're asking me about, right? Because we don't necessarily have a subject for this yes or no. It's just yes or no. It's general, okay? But whatever this is here, I feel like there's a need for you to give the situation space so that you can get back to an equilibrium within yourself, okay? And decide for yourself, what does stability look like to me? What do I truly want? What is both fair to me and to the situation outside of myself or the person? Okay. And again, once you give the situation space, I feel like that's when things really start to pick up and move in the right direction. Defensive. Unseen resistance to unresolved issues. Explore with curiosity. Reflection, acceptance, growth. Again, I'm getting the energy that you kind of need to go into hermit mode. You kind of need to detract from other people. Okay? I feel like you may have been receiving resistance towards the thing that you're trying to achieve, or pushing the relationship into another direction, or whatever this is for you. You've kind of been receiving pushback, or it's been seeming really, really difficult to get it to move in that direction. Okay. And the reason is there's unseen resistance. And I feel like the only way for you to see what those unseen resistances are to give the situation a break. Okay. So that you can reflect without being triggered by the situation. I hope this is making sense for you, Group 5. Let's get you a final yes or no oracle. So we have, ironically, peace and peace. Okay, maybe there is a need for peace in your life, but it actually says pause. Pause and reflect. Pause and reflect. I mean, that just sums up everything I've said in your reading, Group 5. Pause and reflect. And once you do that, I feel like Group 5, your reading had the most advice. You know, it's not just telling me the situation, it's telling me what you need to do. Okay. And I feel like the reason it's telling me why you need to do these things is it didn't give you a resounding no. Okay. It said no, not yet. Take more time to think on it. And then we got pause and reflect. So yes, it's no right now. But once you take the opportunity to pause and reflect on the situation and get really clear about what you want, and also get really clear about what's been blocking this situation, there's a need for you to get curious. Hopefully you can see these cards, but there's a need for you to get curious about, why are these blockages here? Not only are there blockages in me achieving or having this thing that I'm desiring, but why are they here? Is this resistance within yourself? You have some subconscious beliefs that are holding the situation back from you, or you're holding yourself back from the situation subconsciously? Or does the person, place, or thing that you're dealing with have resistance towards meeting you halfway? I feel like it's really difficult for you to see what's going on in the situation while you're still in it. The spirit is urging you to pull yourself back from the situation and really take a look at what's going on. Okay, group 5, that's what I have for you. I hope this reading resonated. If it didn't, feel free to click one of the timestamps to the other readings. Again, for your angel numbers, we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. I feel like spirit is urging you to maybe check out one of the other readings, okay? But that's what I have for you, group 5. If you'd like to reach out to me for a personal reading, you can do so at the email in my description box. You can check out my channel for other videos. And that's what I have for you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.